I'd like to introduce our presenter now, Ms. Laura Sanchez.
Hi, good afternoon, everybody. Thank you. Let me take this. Can you hear me well here, or should I use the microphone? Oh, that's where it is? Okay, perfect, so I don't need it. Thank you. Well, my name is Laura Sanchez. I am the CEO of Swatworks. Swatworks is a full-service IT company specializing in helping businesses with their IT infrastructure and their online presence. And today we're going to talk about their online presence. But before moving forward to the Instagram workshop, I want to know 4 things. 1, how many of you already have a business? Okay. What type of business do you have? Film? Film production. Film production. Okay. What type of business do you have?
A company that helps the vendors with their project. It's a project development company that helps vendors.
Okay.
A project development company.
Another person who can let me know about what you do?
A nonprofit social service.
Nonprofit and?
We do real estate and funding.
Real estate. Okay, perfect. And how many of you already use Facebook? Okay. Twitter? And Instagram? Okay, perfect. That gives me an idea where you are. So the first thing is I want you to understand what is the difference between Instagram and other social medias. Instagram, it's a mobile app. So basically, because it's mobile, most of the things that you are going to do are going to be with your cell phone. It's not like Facebook or Twitter that you can go to the computer and do all the things that you can do in your cell phone. All the things mostly are in your cell phone. It's a mobile app where you can share pictures, videos, you can interact, and then from Instagram you can share those pictures and videos to other social medias. So you need to go to the Mac Store, to the App Store, and download the app or the Google Play if you use Android. Another thing that you need to know is who is using social media. If you just use social media for the sake of using it because everybody's doing, that is not going to be good for you. You need to know where your target market is. If this is your target market, you need to be in social media. If they are not, then you're wasting your time in social media, in Instagram. Number 1, Instagram, there are 3 million users per month. Instagram is the fastest growing social media in the last 2 years. There is 88% women who is using social media. If your target market is women, you need to be here. 90% of the users are under the age of 35. If your target market are millennials, you need to be here. If your target market are baby boomers, you may not need to be here. 23% of college of the users have a college education, and 80% of them are college graduates. So if that is your target market, it's millennials who already have a certain, college education, and they are women, definitely you need to be here in Instagram. But the question that I get all the times is, okay, but how do I get started? Well, first, as I mentioned to you, you need to go to your cell phone and download the app. You download Instagram. Then, and I'm going to do this a little bit step by step for those who are not familiar with Instagram. You can either register with your Facebook account if you already have one Facebook account. I highly recommend you to do that. Or you can have a separate account for Instagram. Use an email that you are going to use for your business. Don't use a personal email. If you used to design an email, you can use an email for business. This is just an example. You're going to have an account with your name, your username, your password. You have to put your pictures, like any other app. Then Instagram is going to ask you to find the people in Facebook. Skip that part because right now you're just opening your account. You don't want to miss the opportunity that people, when they go there, they see all what you have. Because if you at this moment connect with all your Facebook friends, they're going to go to your Instagram page and they're going to see nothing. And you don't want that. You want to wait until you build your page and then you invite them to see what you have in there. Then Instagram is going to prompt you to find your contacts. Skip that part too. And then you're going to go to the homepage. And the homepage is going to look like this. In this house, it's going to ask you again, for finding your Facebook friends. Forget about that. The next thing that you're gonna find is this little search icon. In that search, you're gonna be able to search for people, for users, for hashtags, for locations. And that's something that we're gonna talk about a little bit later. Also, when you go there, you're gonna be all the pictures that are trending, that most people are looking at them, and the hashtags that people are using. That's the first thing that you're gonna see in there. The next thing, or the next icon or tab, it's going to be the pictures. Is where you can take the pictures, and you're gonna see that little blue button where you can take the picture. So that's easy. The next one, you can select between a photo or a video. You know when you are in the video because it's a red button. So it's this one. After you go there, you're gonna take your picture, with your Instagram and with your cell phone, and you're gonna have the ability to modify your pictures. There's tons of things, as you can see below there, that you can give, certain variations of your photo according to what you want. You can leave it just like that, or you can, give certain variation like sepia things, or, adjust the colors, all those things if you like, photography. The same thing is going to happen with videos. You're gonna have a lot of resources under that you are gonna need to become familiar. In this case, mostly I want to concentrate and give you an overview of how Instagram, what it is, and how it can help you in your business, but it's not an easy app. And as everything, you need to, go in there and play yourself and familiarize with all the different aspects. Because if we go into those details, half an hour is not gonna be enough. But I just wanna give you some tips. A new thing that Instagram is doing now that it was bought by Facebook is they have this little thing here. They didn't have that before. Before it was just a picture and you put it in there. But if you wanna create compositions of different pictures, you weren't able to do it before, but now you can. With that thing, yes.
Is that icon a camera?
I'm sorry?
Is that icon where the arrow is?
Yeah, exactly. The icon where the arrow is pointing, that is the icon that it's new. And when you click in there, and I highly recommend you to do it because it's gonna give you more functionality, you're gonna see something like this. Combine your photos and get a layout. In the past, you needed to use different apps for that. Now you can do it with Instagram directly. And once you have different pictures, you can have different layouts, like this one that is 3 photos, or this one that is like 9 photos. And there is going to be a lot of different kinds of variations that you can have, but that is going to help you to give more life to your pictures, to play a little bit more with that. And that's a new feature that Instagram has and implemented recently. Another thing, once you take your picture and you're ready to post the picture, you can write a caption, and we're gonna talk a little bit more what you can write in that caption. You can tag people if you want. You can add locations. Automatically, Instagram now add the location. For example, if you took a picture here, it's gonna add the City Hall or Chicago downtown. But if you wanna change the location, you can change it or you can delete it. And also immediately, you can share it to all the social medias that are there. Facebook, Trumbull, Flickr, Twitter. So immediately, once you post it into Instagram, it's gonna be posted into your accounts. But you need to link the accounts first. So that's something that we are going to talk about a little bit later. And also, if you go here, you're gonna see that you have followers. So when you take a picture in this area, all your followers are gonna see that picture. But if you wanna take a picture and send it to specific people, then you need to go to this other part where this arrow is, the direct. In here, you can search for specific people that you want to send the picture, and that picture is private. Nobody else can see it, just the people that you want to see it. You cannot post it in your Facebook or tag people. It's going to be sent only to that specific person. After that, if you go into that, into this section, where is the little heart, in there you're gonna be able to see the activity of the people who is from people that you follow. So all the pictures in here, there's nothing right now because it's a new account, but all the people that you follow is gonna be there. And also when you click on the other side, you see in the green arrow it says following, and in the other side it says you. In there, you're going to be able to see your own pictures. After that, the last tab, when there is a little person in here, at the end, that is where you can have your profile. You can put your picture in there. You can put information about you, a brief bio that we are going to talk about that too. And you're going to see the pictures and all the different things about account, changing passwords. You can do it there. And also, when you put edit your profile, the little button that is in there, you're going to be able to see your name, your last name. You can put, the only link that you can put in Instagram is your website. And you can put it at a specific website that you have, or if you have a special promotion and you have a landing page, then you can change that URL to whatever promotion you are having. Also, Instagram is going to ask you for your phone number. That is a private information. It's not going to be disclosed, but it's important that you have it there. And your sex, if you're a man or a female. Here also, in your handouts, there is a step tutorial. In this tutorial, you can go and learn more step by step how to use Instagram. Here, I just want to give you an overview, as I said, so you know what you're going to expect. But I want to talk about other things beyond how to use the app. And one of the questions that I get a lot is like, okay, I get it. I use my phone, I take a picture, that's easy, and then I post it. But how if I have another picture that I didn't take with my phone and I wanted to upload it in Instagram? What can I do? So you can do several things. One, if you are involved with Mac or Apple, you can upload that picture to the iCloud or iTunes, and from there you can download it into your iPad or your iPhone and retrieve those pictures from there. Or if you use Android, you can use Dropbox or Google Drive and upload those pictures into your phone and retrieve it there. And if you think, that is too much complicated for me, I don't know anything, what you can do is just send yourself an email. If you have an email in your cell phone, send yourself an email with the image attached, download it into your cell phone, and then you can retrieve it from Instagram. So that's the easiest way. Okay, so now you know how to take pictures, how you can put other pictures that you don't take directly with your cell phone. And another question is, okay, how can I link my Instagram account with other social media? So what you need to do is you need to go here, where is the person, and then you need to click up there in the three buttons, and then you need to go to, you are going to see a list of things that it says options, and then in settings you need to click link accounts. And when you click there, it's going to be the whole list that is at the end of the slide that says Facebook, Twitter, Foursquare, and all the other things. So that's the way that you can link your account. That's a process. And although most of the things in Instagram you can do it with your cell phone, there is also a small part that you can do it online. You can go online, you can log into your account, and you're gonna see this. In this, the only thing that you can do is modify your name, your email, your username, your phone, your bio, and your website. Mostly is to manage your account. You can change your password and your badges that we're going to talk about later, but it's very basic. You can also see your pictures, but you cannot upload pictures from your computer. It has to be either from your tablet or from your cell phone. It has to be a mobile device. Okay, now let's say that you already have your account, that you already have you already know how to use and familiarize yourself with Instagram. What's the next step? How can I use it for my business? That's the real question. So make sure that when you create your profile, you are having and presenting to your potential visitors a professional image. If you have a business already, it is important that you have a logo. And if you don't have your business, when you create your business and you create your marketing plan, it is important to have a corporate identity. And at least you need to have a logo. A logo is something that is going to be in the top of that somebody's going to recognize. And usually it takes 7 times for people to recognize your brand. So it has to be consistent. In the event that you are a real estate person, that you don't, have a logo for your company, you basically are representative of yourself, then it will be good that you have a picture of yourself, a professional headshot, so you look professional in there. And when people go into your Instagram account, they have no doubt that is your account, that is your page. So, as I said, you need to add a picture profile, either it's your logo or yourself, your picture of yourself. You have only 150 characters to have in your bio. You cannot add more. So you need to be very strategic. How are you going to explain what do you do and what are you going to provide value to your visitors? And you can add a link. It can be your website, it can be a landing page or another link that you can have, perhaps if you want to link your Facebook account, whatever you want, but that link has to be very strategic of what you want to accomplish. Once we have your company profile created, it is important that you take pictures with a strategy. That's if you don't plan to do something, then you're planning to fail. So in this, it is very important when you have a strategy when you're taking pictures. Just taking pictures for the sake of taking pictures, it's just gonna be a waste of time. A lot of people in Facebook and many places, they just spam and put whatever they think it's important. No, you have to be relevant. Here, if we're in the era where information is available, there is tons of information. Why should I see your picture? Why should I go to your place? It has to be something relevant. So first, you need to create some goals, SMART goals. I don't know if you are familiar with the SMART goals, but they have to be specific, measurable, attainable, relevant, and time-based. If they don't have all these characteristics, it's not a goal, it's just wishful thinking. So you really need to be sure that you have all these things in place. Once you have your goals, you want to drive more traffic to your website, you want to increase your sales, you want to promote certain product or certain service that you have, then you need to have a content strategy. How often do you need to post? That's a frequent question that I have. It depends. Some people say at least post 2 things a day, 2 things a week. It depends on how relevant and how fast do you produce information, relevant information. So I would recommend at least once a week so you can be consistent. What time of the day do you have to post? It depends on your market. You don't know, maybe the people that you are targeting is people who is, professionals that work 9 to 5. So maybe you need to make posts at 5 when they, are on their way to their houses, they just check their email and, all their cell phones, then you can post at that time. Or maybe there are, people who is like moms that they stay at home. It has to be certain time, when the kids are at school, that's the time that you need to post. So that's something that you need to discover and make a strategy about that. You need to have a content calendar. So plan ahead, what are you going to be posting? If you just make the decision today, it is going to be more complicated than if you already have a schedule. What are you going to post? And select the themes. It can be seasonal for you if your business is about that, Christmas, and then it can be Halloween, different things. Or if if your business is not seasonal, it can be just like, I want to have my Instagram only for products or only for services. There are different topics, and I'm going to talk about that too. Here are some examples of things that you can post behind the scenes. Like, for example, in the filming business that we have here. Of course, they are going to show, the entire production at the end, but it will be interesting, what happened behind the scenes. That's a way to humanize your product, your services. Another way, when you are selling a house, what is the new trend? How does the house look like? Events that you attend. Maybe you go to a golf outing or to an expo. Those are important things. You can have call to actions, ask people to do something. Products, services, videos, how to do something, or inspirational and motivational quotes. That's something that attracts the attention of a lot of people. So you need to be very strategic. However, I need to tell you one disclaimer. When you can take pictures of places, but when you take pictures of people, it is important to have their permission to post it in your Instagram. Nowadays, technology is advancing so fast that there is a great area. People just take pictures here and there, and in the best case scenario, you take pictures of people and nothing happens. That's great, but they can sue you. If they do know a little bit more, and you are using that person, for promoting your services, and they didn't give you their written authorization to use their image, they can sue you. And if they have a good lawyer, they can sue you for $5,000 per incident. In the best case scenario, they're going to tell you, they're going to send you a letter, cease and desist, and they just take the picture down. But if not, they have a good lawyer, you can get, in trouble. Yes, I have a question in there.
Say you have a permission for another platform like Facebook,
Uh-huh.
but you have that permission to post on social media, but you use it on Facebook primarily. Would that still translate to Instagram?
It depends on how they give you their permission. If they just give you their permission to use it, in your promotional things, it doesn't matter if it's Facebook, Twitter. It's promotional things. But if it's in Facebook specifically, then you may need to talk to them. As I'm telling you, it's most of the times, because it's something new and people is nice, most of the times, nothing happened, but it's my responsibility to warn you about this. Because unfortunately, we're in the US and this is the country of the, suits. So people like to get fast money. Yes?
Do you have any promotional waivers that we can use, language that would allow and cover the things that we would need in order to get that permission to use it in social media?
In my case, I'm more, an IT company. When those things come across, I work with intellectual property lawyers that can help you, put together a waiver for the specific things that you need. So in that matter, I don't like to deal with legal things, so we have a team with lawyers. Because it can be very specific, believe me. So here are some examples. If you have products, if you have a retailer store and you sell clothes, then what you want to show is, the different clothes. If you have models, then you have to have the permission, of course, of use their image. Or if you have a restaurant, you want to take pictures of your facilities, your food, so people can see what you are doing. Or maybe if you are, like in this case, Disneyland, there are facilities. It's not a service, it's not a product. So you can take a picture of that. You can take a picture of the houses that you are selling at this moment. Or sometimes you don't have the advantage to have a business that is visual. It's not product, it's not a service that is visual, like a graphic design. Maybe you're a lawyer. How can you put that in Instagram? Then is when you can humanize your practice. You can put it in Instagram, your Christmas party, the birthday parties, how people interact in your business. So that way people understand and can see a little bit more about, your company beyond, the lawyer. So this is a great example. As you can see, all of them are lawyers, but they look friendly, and that's something that, lawyers need. Also, you can have videos, how to do something specifically in your industry. How to, I don't know, even nonprofit, you can show them how to do something that your nonprofit is related. So they see you as an authority in your area, and that way they can, go to you and say, I want to learn more. The inspirational quotes, those are huge. People are looking for inspiration. What of the things that you can do can inspire them? And you don't have to do one of these things. You can do a combination of all these things. That's the beauty of this. Or, a call of action. Double tap, it's like when you see the picture and you double tap, that is like in Instagram. And if they have, in this case, the call of action is have so many people double tap or like, these pictures, and until they reach their goal, they are going to unwrap this so you can see what happened. So you need to be creative, and how are you going to make people interact with your account? Another question that I get frequently is, okay, I have my pictures, I already make a composition of the pictures, but I want to put text on it. How can I do for that? An easy way to do that is you can use these apps. Hipio, Quick. Quick is for iPhones and also Androids. Instaquote or Textagram. Those apps can help you to add text. What you need to do is you need to upload your picture in your cell phone, and then you download these other apps, and from these other apps you open that picture that you want to add text, and then you add the text. It's not really simple, but once you get used to it, you're gonna see that it's going to be easier and easier. Instagram, that's why it's for millennials, and a lot of millennials use it because they are texting, and I think they text faster than they talk. But yeah, but in this case, it's something that we are, as an older generation, we need to keep up with all these things, and you just need to, become a little bit familiar. And these are very user-friendly apps that you can use to add text into your pictures.
Before you move on the apps that you were just talking about, is there any up there on this particular slide that has more advantages or has some disadvantages?
About these apps,
Yeah, in terms of being user-friendly.
they are all user-friendly, and thank you for asking. The reason Quick is very good, Textagram is very good too, but in this case, there are tons of them. I just choose these four. They are user-friendly, and they are free. So I think that's a great advantage. There may be another one that maybe not be user-friendly, but you need to pay for that. But in this case, I want to give you a resource that you can use immediately, regardless of how many resources do you have.
So you download those and it shows up in Instagram?
Yes.
Are you only allowed to write a certain amount, 150 characters? Is it still?
Oh, in this case, I'm not aware that they have, a limitation of characters. The limitation will be the space that you want to leave free in your picture. And anyway, those are other apps that you need to familiarize yourself with Instagram too. The next thing that is really important in Instagram is use hashtags and mentions. For those who are already in Twitter and Facebook, you know how face more hashtags acts. And for those who doesn't know what hashtag is you have the hashtag or the number sign, and then you have a word. And what these do is it creates communities of pictures or of themes that are going on. So all the pictures and all the things that are attached to these hashtags, they have a community by itself, and that help you belong to that community. In Instagram, it works a little bit different than in Twitter. Once you click to that hashtag, you can see all the different pictures that are related to that hashtag. So it's a way that you can interact and see, what other things are happening in there. So it is very important that you be strategic with your hashtags. Some hashtags that I can recommend, of course, if you're a small business, is to use small business hashtag. That it can be hashtag shop local, small business owner, shop small, local business, small business Saturday. That it's coming, soon after Black Friday. So these hashtags are related to small business, but you can, hand or piggyback to other hashtags that are already out there, or you can create your own hashtag. It depends on what you're trying to accomplish. However, hashtags are good, but you shouldn't overuse them. Like in this case, if you can see, the description, there is tons of hashtags. That is considered spam, because you really don't know what is related to, and it really is not, that hashtag is not relevant because it's connected to so many things. So select your hashtag wisely. And how you can find the hashtags? Well, do you remember this? Where the green arrow is, the search icon. In there, you can go up there and search for different things. As I mentioned it to you, when you click in search, you're going to be able to search for the top things that people are looking for, top hashtags, top pictures for people in your contacts, in your Facebook, for tags, that in this case are the hashtags. As you can see in there, you can search for small business. If you are in the film, what is the film industry doing, or the houses, like, I don't know, Mi Casa es Su Casa thing. I don't know if there is a hashtag for that. So look about those hashtags that can be relevant for you, and make sure that they are related with the message that you want to send. Sometimes it can be some hashtags that they are negative, so you don't want to be related to that. So make sure that you double check if those hashtags already exist and how they related with. And if they don't, then you have created your own trend. The next thing is use Instagram badges. And what is that? In the online version of Instagram, you can also see the badges. In this case, are these little icons that are in there. So what you want to do is, like in your website, in your blog, whatever presence that you have online, you need to copy and paste that code that is in there, in the green arrow, and that code is going to bring you, the link to your to your badge. So you can choose different icons, and those icons, once you copy and paste in your website, are going to appear in there, and people can click in there and go to your, your Instagram page. That's one way of, facilitating your visitors into your website to go to your Instagram page. Another way, if you already have a website and they have, different icons, you can add just the image of Instagram and create a link. That's another way. But Instagram want to do it, an easy way that is just copy paste in case you don't have available other resources. Yes?
So is that like a one-time thing to do? Like if you had that on your website, so every time someone went to your website, they would just click that and it would always take them to your Instagram account?
Yes. It's a one-time thing that you need to do. You don't have to be, doing it all the time.
Thank you.
You're welcome. Yes?
If you, I know you mentioned that it has to come from a mobile device.
Mm-hmm.
However, if you are searching online for someone's Instagram,
Mm-hmm.
can you do that?
Yes, you can do that. Actually, the examples, and I'm sorry that I forgot that, the examples that I showed you before, let me skip. Like this one, and thank you for that question. Let me go back to that. Like this one, or the next one, those are how your pages look online in a PC. And in the mobile device are gonna look a little bit different, like more narrow. So that's an important thing. So basically, if you're looking for an Instagram, like I did for Olive Garden, I Google it on my PC, this is how it's going to look like. So anybody can see your Instagram. However, now there is an option that if you want to have an Instagram page just for yourself and just share it to specific people, you can do it. You can have a private Instagram, and in the settings, you can change that, private, and only the people who are your followers can see it. If that's, a resource that you want to use. In the past, it wasn't able to do that, but now you can do it.
So basically, it's limited. This is what you're gonna see at the exact same.
Yeah, this is it. Yeah, once you click in there, you're gonna see, the picture bigger, and then you can see all the different pictures, but that's it.
Can pictures be uploaded from your PC? Or, I know it's mobile.
No, you cannot upload pictures from your PC to your Instagram. You will need to attach the picture into an email, send it to your cell phone, download it into your cell phone, and then attach it to Instagram. That will be the easiest way.
Does Instagram provide user data analytics? So, for example, it'll tell you who's looking at your site, what time, or your page, or your
Instagram
account.
is by itself is not going to provide that. There are other resources out there that can be attached to Instagram or connected that can give you those statistics, and that's another thing that I'm going to talk about later. But Instagram by itself is not going to provide statistics. I think another question there. Sorry. Okay. Yes.
How do you get to the badges?
Let me go back. Here. When you log in into your Instagram on the web,
Oh, on the web.
on the web.
Not
Yeah,
on
no,
mobile.
that is
Got it.
only available on the web.
Okay.
You're gonna see all these things,
Yeah.
and here in badges you can see it. Yeah. Another question? Okay. So You're welcome. Let me see if I let me go to. Okay. I'm gonna do directly to the next one. Once you are, a pro in Instagram, and then you want to get your Instagram to the next level, then what you want to do is have a user-generated content. So you don't want to be generating all the content yourself. You want other people to generate the content for you. So maybe you have, a happy couple that purchase a house and they take a picture of themselves in the house, and you want them to hashtag and, tag that picture to you. So that way you can find it, you select it, and you post it in your Instagram. So that's a way that you can, make people interact with you. Or if you have a retail store and somebody purchases a product, you can make a contest. Oh, you know what? You can take a picture of yourself with my product and then tag us and tag your picture to our Instagram page, and we can use it in our. And if you are selected for our Instagram page, then you're gonna win, a gift card for something. So that's a way that you need to motivate people to interact with you. You need to be creative. You need to be people. It's important that they tag you or use a hashtag. That's the only way that you are going to know, that pictures is coming related to what you're doing. A beautiful thing that I don't know if you're really, familiar with them or not, but if not, become familiar, is Hootsuite. It's an app. It's a program that you can use to manage your social media pages. In the past, Instagram was not connected to this, but now it is. And it's a beautiful thing because you can pre-schedule all your posts. You don't have to be there, doing it. You can be, on Sunday, and you're going to pre-schedule, this day at this time, this post is going to appear. And you can plan everything, and it's going to appear automatically. So Hootsuite is a huge thing that I, highly recommend you to become familiar with. This platform works also with Facebook, with Twitter, and other platforms as well. So that's a thing that it's free for up to 5 accounts, and then if you have more of those accounts, then you need to pay for it. But for the beginning, it's free, and I highly recommend you to use it. Also, with Hootsuite, there is another, different apps or upgrades that you can do. One of them is Icon Square for Instagram, when you can measure results. With that, you can have a statistic, but that is an upgrade that you need to do to Hootsuite. That is one thing. There are other available, but that's one that is integrated with Hootsuite, and I think it's really good. Yes?
Is that a paid app, the Iconosaur? Or
Yes, it's a paid app.
You have to pay for it?
Yes. The only thing that is free is Hootsuite for only 5 accounts. Everything else, it's paid. And it doesn't have to be a lot. I mean, sometimes it's like $10, $15 per month or per year. It depends. Then we have Transport. It's a predictive trained intelligent platform. Social media, it's about intelligence. So when you can predict or get information about what is going to happen, that is going to give you competitive advantage. So it's really important that once you become familiar with all of this, it is important to invest. If Instagram, if social media is the way that you do business, I find out that if you are business to consumer, social media, it's a great resource. If you are business to business, it depends on the business, how you do it and how effective it is. If you're a construction company and you work for the government only, I mean, Instagram will be good just to showcase your products or just to have picture of what you do, but it's not going to be that effective, getting business. But that's why it's important. I mean, social media, it's out there, and some people say and think it's free. It's not free because it is either your time or somebody else's time doing this. So you have to be very strategic of how are you going to implement social media. And the last thing that is here is BytePick, that basically this monitor posts on Instagram by location, hashtag, or username, and combine your search terms for powerful targeting. This is mostly, for people who is really into marketing, who is going to, is going to help you go to the next level into your Instagram, into the social media. those tools are really powerful, but as I'm telling you, social media by itself, it's a whole animal that you need to learn. And you don't know if you have the time to learn it all in deep. So it is important that you come to these places, you understand how it works, but if you see that it's something that is really working and you need to invest more time, maybe it will be worth it to, hire an additional person on your team to handle social media, or an external company who can handle those things. So social media, as I'm telling you, it's about time. It's not something that is going to be created overnight. It's not going to work overnight. So you need to have a long-term plan in order for this to work. Yes.
I have a really basic question. So on Facebook, you can do everything. You can post, you can put videos, you can put pictures. Why is there Instagram? Like, what is the purpose of Instagram when you can do all the same thing on Facebook?
The purpose is fast. So immediately with Instagram, you take the picture, and it's immediately in seconds. It's in your Instagram. It's out there. Instagram is more about pictures. People don't care for words. In Facebook, you can put tons of things, and in Instagram, it's just about pictures. Also, there's people who love photography, and they want to, change things in their photography. So that's why Instagram. They want to put tags into their photo. In Facebook, you need to do another process to put tags into your photo and then post it. So Instagram give you the tools to do things faster, and also it's all about your cell phone. Something that we also need to remember is, like, millennials, I think they use more their cell phones than their computers. And there are entire communities, like the Hispanic community, that they are also the way they communicate with technology is cell phones or mobile devices. They don't use computer, many of them. So it's just another way to communicate in social media.
Okay, so it's just another way.
Yeah.
Because I'm just like, I felt like I was missing something. I'm just like, this is just adding more and then more and more. You're like, Twitter, should I get on Twitter or Instagram or Facebook? And I'm like, why are there so many platforms when one could do it all?
Well, not all. For example, also in Facebook, you cannot create a video. You can post a video, but you cannot create it with the app of Facebook.
Okay.
So that would be another reason. I mean, it's all about trends, and just millennials.
Yeah.
They like Instagram more nowadays than Facebook. So it's, yeah.
I know how to use Instagram and all of that, but I'm more interested in knowing how do I translate followers and hashtag into people actually purchasing products.
That is all about engaging people, and that's what I'm saying. You need to engage people. People need to see you as an authority in what you do, and what products do you sell, or what things do you sell.
Vintage.
I'm sorry?
Vintage.
Vintage. Okay, so you need to make really attractive pictures about that, and then people will say, you know what, they really do quality things. I want to talk to them. It's not something that you're going to be selling and promoting things in Instagram, and that's another reason why people like Instagram, because in Facebook, people is selling you and pushing and pushing. That's something that you cannot do in Instagram. You cannot be selling and pushing things. You need to engage with the people. People need to start following you because you create things. That's why it's important that the quality of the content that you create really it's something extraordinary, or something that people is looking for. If it's something like just one picture or whatever, then it's not gonna get any results. Yes.
Okay, like on Instagram, I understand you can only have one account at a time on your device. So if I have like 2 Instagram accounts, how are you to manage that on your
Unfortunately, that's a sad thing. You can't have only just one account on your device. If you have different accounts, and I know a lot of people have different accounts because they want to accomplish different things. I mean, you may have a business, and like in my case, I have a graphic design business because we create websites, but we also do IT services. So maybe we can promote this in 2 different ways, but we need to have 2 different accounts, 2 different emails. It doesn't get easier at this moment. Is there any other question? Oh, yeah.
Does Hootsuite actually post pictures or does it post links? Like if you upload a photo and it's scheduled to be posted on, I don't know, Friday, will it actually post the photo or will it post a link to the photo?
Hootsuite is going to post the photo, but I mean, in this case, I know I say that it's already connected. However, it's not completely automatic. But, you know, you're gonna have all your list of things, and then at the time that is going to happen, you're gonna receive a prompt thing, and it there say, you know, post the picture, and you have to from your cell phone manually post it. Just say okay. You're not gonna plan everything, but you need to say okay. Yes, approve it.
I know on Facebook, when people sponsor your post, you know, they have, pay, sponsor your post. Is that true on, also on Instagram or?
Can you repeat the question again?
Sponsor your post, or pay, or.
Oh, pay?
Yeah,
No.
boost your post by
Exactly.
Facebook.
Oh, okay, got it. No yet.
Okay.
I mean, right now, Facebook just purchased Instagram, so they are working towards that, but it's not available that service
Do
yet.
they have any ads, like, how does, Instagram make money? Do they have, ads on, Instagram?
Yes.
Yes, you have some ads on Instagram, and also they make money by the information. Yeah, all the data mining, all the information that they are generating. Yeah.
Laura, I noticed in the presentation you had some examples like Calvin Klein and Starbucks, Olive Garden. Is there an example of a small business that you feel they got it? You know, some of those larger companies have a completely department for social media.
Yeah.
But for a small business, have you seen a small business that you say, oh, those guys really got
You know,
it?
yes. Actually, one of them is one of my clients. It's a restaurant, and they have, you know, they have pictures of their food. All the time they are putting pictures of the food. They have their logo, their location. So that's one thing. Another one that I know that basically this woman, I don't know how they do it.
What's the name of the company?
Gios.
We can see it.
What restaurant?
Gios Cafe.
Who?
Gios Cafe.
How you spell it?
Another one, I don't remember the name, but you know, if you can email me, I can let you know. It's about you know, losing weight. This person sells, you know, different products to lose weight, and what she does is like she puts motivational quotes. She puts like before and after. She puts herself, you know, doing workouts and their clients. So she show results in there. There are many small businesses that are in there. I didn't put them in there because I want you to see and learn from the best. And the best, they have a logo and they have the description and the link. Many of small businesses, they forget to put the link, or they forget to put the logo, but I'm sure there are a lot out there. Sure.
Okay, you posted all your photos and your address and all that, and you want to sell your product, but is there a call to action? Can you fill out a form that they can, you know, put in their order in? Or how can they buy from you?
You need to drive traffic to your website. The form is going to be on your website or to your Facebook, but first you need to engage people. People need to want to know more about you. So that's why, you know, you create a content that is relevant. People go into your Instagram page, and then you have that link, that single link that you can have so people click in there. Oh, I want to know more about this person, and they go to your website, and in there you can fill out and do all the different things that you want. Yeah.
So like, for example, say if you have like a restaurant that's like takeout.
Yes.
So should you encourage like the people on your front line? I always say, oh, follow us on Instagram, follow us.
Yeah.
You know, is that a way to like drive?
Yeah, you can
drive
put, for
traffic?
example, in your
All
menus
your
or
menus,
flyers, you know,
yeah.
follow us on Instagram, and then people can find you. So, and that's something that I highly recommend you to put, you know, everywhere in all your marketing materials. Follow us in Instagram and Facebook, and your marketing materials can be from a brochure, your website, your email, every email that
But if
you
it's like
send.
a small mom and pop business, they don't necessarily always have like takeout menus or, you know what I'm saying? How can they, like, in terms of instantly trying to let people know?
Well, at least a basic thing that a business should have are business cards.
Yeah.
And, you know, some promotional materials, a postcard, a brochure, even if that brochure is just printed out of your computer. But you need to have something to give people, otherwise you need to rethink your marketing plan and your business plan. But that's something that it's very important. Whether we like it or not, technology is here, and we need to evolve with technology. So we need to create, if it's a mom and pop, but they have a computer, they have a word processor, and they can create things on the cell and print it. This is what we do. Otherwise, how you can explain what are your services? Is there any other question? So, social media, it's very powerful. And Instagram and Facebook Facebook is being longer, and that's why there's a lot of people in there, but I'm telling you, Instagram is the fastest growing social media. So it's really an important tool that you can use as a resource to grow your business, to grow the presence that you have online. And I wish I can tell you, it's easy, overnight you're gonna have tons of followers, and you're gonna have tons of sales. That's not true. You have to be consistent. Like everything in business is a long-term commitment, and you have to be there. But if it were easy, everybody will do it. I mean, Fortune 500s wouldn't be spending thousands of money in social media. So that's why it's our responsibility to get informed, what you're doing, come here, learn, and try to be relevant in social media too. Because if you are not on the internet right now, you don't exist. I hope this workshop has been helpful for you. I think it was really quick. So I hope this workshop is helpful for you. I don't know if you have any other question about Instagram, social media, or IT. But this is my contact information. If you have any other question, you can contact me. And just one quick tip about IT that just want to basic cybersecurity. If you're the kind of person who has the same password for everything, please make yourself a favor and change it. Have different passwords. Try to make a complicated password. You don't know how there is people whose whole life, the whole job is to be, hacking people's accounts. And if your Instagram password and your bank account password is the same, you're in trouble. So please change that. Thank you.